Well, coming up a little later on, in fact, the very last contest of the evening is the super heavyweight quarter-final between David Price of Great Britain and Yaroslav Jaksto of Lithuania. That's going to be worth waiting for. Good to see both Paul King, the chief executive of the ABA, and Keith Walters, the chairman of the ABA, here this evening. Just come down to have a little chat with us and say hello and shake our hands. And the roof here in the Workers' Gymnasium is just about to come off. Funny enough, not for this man. I think there's a little bit of anticipation there from the hugely partisan Chinese crowd here. This is Vasyl Lomachenko, the world silver medalist, the world junior champion from a couple of years ago, and the man who caused the first major upset in this tournament by, in one of the very opening contests on the earliest days, defeated the Russian world champion Albert Selimov, the man to whom he lost in the world finals in Chicago last year. But this is one of China's very greatest boxing prospects. World bronze medalist from last year, and lost out very narrowly. 13-13 it was when he and Mr. Lomachenko met in Chicago. That was in the United States of America. This, as you probably don't need reminding, is Beijing in China. Beijing. Brazil and Ecuador, the men that Li beat. Russia, amazingly, and the Sultanov from Uzbekistan. Two very tough characters, beaten by Lomachenko. So he certainly has had the harder passage to within striking distance of a bronze medal. Ukraine looking for their first medal. China with one already, looking for a second. And don't need to tell you who the crowd's behind. So it's the very clever tactical southpaw from Ukraine, Vasyl Lomachenko, only 20 years of age, world silver medalist, against the man whom he just pipped last October in Chicago, Illinois, Li Yang from China, now 26 years of age. 13-0 it was at the end of 4 rounds, and Lomachenko's better work rate just got it for him. Terrific movement from both of them. Lomachenko has got great defense, as we saw against Selimov, and he just popped out from behind that defense and picked off and ambushed the Russian. Can he do it here against the hot favorite? Certainly as far as the locals are concerned. Oh, it was a lovely shot by the Ukrainian.
Yeah, this Lomachenko is one of the best boxers I've seen, or we've seen rather, in this tournament, Jim. His movement is excellent, his guard is very good indeed, very hard to get through. Good shot there underneath there from Lomachenko.
Yeah, great body shot. I thought there was another left to the head that might have scored. Good footwork by him.
He's got great balance on him. Look at this, beautiful.
That does silence the crowd. They're booing, but they shouldn't be booing. If they know anything about boxing at all, they should be appreciating it. But I guess, well, patriotism takes over sometimes, doesn't it? Good start by Lomachenko. Oh, great shot. He did get caught there with a good left hand from Li. That was a bit of a surprise. That was a good shot by Li.
Look at the movement of this Lomachenko though, Jim. Side to side. His feet are good. Oh, look at the combinations. Superb.
Well, that's a bit of a desperate man's act, isn't it, from Li? Can't outbox him, but try to out-wrestle him. What a terrific round by Vasyl Lomachenko. He's only 20 years of age, and he has given Li a very torrid opening couple of minutes.
Fantastic round of boxing from Lomachenko. He was very tight, kept the guard well, but he took his opportunities and got through with the quality shots. There's a couple downstairs there, but he threw it in punches and combinations as well. You know, 2s and 3s going in there. What a lovely left hand and then a right hand to the body and then a right hook to the head as well. Great stuff. Li was trying to get through, but his movement, look, excellent movement there from Ukraine, and he's put 3 or 4 punches together, carries on with the attack, and
Could have been more, Rich.
Yeah, and he's probably landed with a couple.
$5-0 to Ukraine. This, remember, is a rerun of the semi-final of the World Championships in Chicago last year. It was 13 apiece on the computer scoring system. The man currently in blue, 5-0 up. Vasyl Lomachenko from Ukraine won it on count back. He's leaving nothing to chance here, particularly on Li Yang, the man from China, on his home turf. Li now holding. Well, they have a number of people around the stadium just encouraging the home crowd to cheer as loudly as possible for Li. He's coming back into this a little bit. Lomachenko hasn't managed to score in this round.
Yeah, but unfortunately, nor has Li. Jim, he's trying everything here, different attacks. But the quality of his work isn't half as good as Lomachenko.
You think Li's just actually forcing it too much? I mean, he really is sort of, he's tight and he's tense and he's bouncing, and all the shots are tight and there's no, you know, fluid movement there at all. He needs just to relax, and that's what he did. He just took his time and threw a rather lazy left, and he connected.
Yeah. You got it, Jim. Up to now, he's been very tense indeed. You know, he thinks he's got to impress the crowd, and his boxing isn't as good.
Well, Richie, never mind the crowd won the contest. He may have had the crowd on his side from the moment he stepped into this arena, but he's not winning the contest. The better round from him, though. It's even at this stage in this round, but the 5-0 opening round to the little fellow in blue has made all the difference, and we're coming to the end of the second, and Lomachenko still looks, for my money, good. Wonderful left hand right at the end. Picks his single, solid, accurate scoring shots. Puts a big bit of distance between himself and his Chinese opponent. Only won that round by 2-1. At 7-1 at the halfway stage. You wouldn't bet against him.
No, Li's not going to pull this back, Jim. He's got 2 rounds to do it. I'll be very surprised. Literally, because this fella doesn't make many mistakes. His guard is superb. His movement's very good. It's very hard to catch on the counter. You know, he's one of the best boxers in this tournament. And this fella just can't get through. His punches aren't quick enough. The quality isn't as good. It's going to be difficult now for Li.
Had a tough one against the very good fella from Ecuador, Porozo, whom he defeated 6-5 in his last one. But this is an entirely different contest. So Li Yang from China against the man who just pipped him in the Worlds in October of last year in America. 6 points adrift to Vasyl Lomachenko for us in this particular comedy position. One of the outstanding boxers of the tournament so far. Wonderful footwork, and look how he caught him with a fabulous right hand. He just feinted with the left and pulled the right hand right round the corner.
Yeah, well, Li knows he doesn't want to leave it to the last round, you see. He's got to pull something back in this round. And so he started, and he's stepping on the gas here a little bit here, but there was classic case there from Lomachenko of just counter-punching. Brilliant.
Big cheer. Li pulls back another one, but he's still 6 adrift. Lomachenko may well punish him for his impudence, we'll see. Midway through the third, Li needs 2, 3, 4 points to give himself any chance, and he's conceded another one. Classic little left hand into the middle. Wonderful southpaw boxing from Lomachenko, Richie.
Yeah, it is. Li's best bet here is probably to land the left hook. If there is any faults in his armour here, Lomachenko, you know, now and again that right hand of his.
Oh, look at him,
a little bit.
cheeky rascal, saying to Li, come on, you want a bit of this? Come and get me.
Look at that. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, lovely.
Come on again, he says. Don't really like to see guys doing that too much now. You always want when somebody stops and drops the hand and puts the chin out. You nearly would pay money to see them have their chops wiped.
Li has got to be quicker with the feet here, Jim. Lomachenko, he's goading him in, but when he gets there, then Lomachenko's throwing 5 or 6 punches across his body. And that's because Li's holding his feet. He's got to be in with the attack, and then he's got to move back out to safety distance again, thinking distance. Good
defense from Lomachenko when he has to stand still. Li simply slapping, and Lomachenko making Li look very clumsy. Lost the shoulder to the Chinese boxer. Well, the command box was given, so Lomachenko comes straight back in. Cheeky finish to another good round by Vasyl Lomachenko. Won gold at the Klitschko Brothers tournament in Kiev in the Ukraine right at the end of May. Beat Torienti, the Cuban, incidentally, who's further down. And also men from Belarus and Korea, and another good Russian, not Selimov. So he's had a great 2008, and you can see why he's established himself as the gold medal favourite in this division, Richie.
Yes, superb movement, great counter punching, and when Li does hold the feet, 4 and 5 shots on the inside from him as well. It's going to be very difficult to beat here, not only here, Jim, in this tournament.
Well, Ukraine didn't have a boxer in this division in Athens 4 years ago. They waited until this fella suddenly came through. He was the world junior champion just 2 years ago, and you can see why. And he went from within a season from being the world junior champion to very nearly becoming the world senior champion. And I have a funny feeling he is the man they'll have to beat if he's not going to become the Olympic champion. So from world junior to Olympic champion in a couple of years, Richie. What a talent.
Yeah. Excellent. I mean, he's just going to run now, but he's done all his work. He's not going to stand. He'll do the odd ambush, the odd surprise attack. Look at that for a little feint. Excellent. Just keeps his man guessing all the time.
11-2 now. It was much closer in Chicago. 13-0 at the end of 4. Very even rounds. But Lomachenko is maturing and learning all the time.
Oh, he's improved, Jim, since then. Lomachenko really got his act together for this tournament.
Come on, Mr. Li, let's see what you're made of, he's saying. Been a frustrating evening for Li Yang, a frustrating evening for the majority of the spectators here, who were hoping that their man could go a little bit better than he did in the Worlds against Lomachenko, but it hasn't been easy for him at all, and Lomachenko has given him a lesson all the way through.
Yeah, this is some display here, because Li is a good boxer himself, crowd pleaser, but he just cannot compete with the movement and the skill of Lomachenko.
20 seconds remaining, another low-scoring round. That rounds 1 and 2 were the ones in which Lomachenko just simply stamped his authority. A little flutter from Li there at the end. Lomachenko hands down, and he's winning at hands down. Goes for a little hop and a skip and a meander, and that's a great display by the world silver medalist, and he's now become the Olympic bronze medalist, Ukraine's first Olympic medalist in this boxing tournament here in Beijing 2008, and I think Vasyl Lomachenko will go all the way in this division. Poor Li, distraught, the 26-year-old, gave it his shot. He knows he was well beaten.
That's what amateur boxing is all about. That was a pleasure to watch that contest. Just simply brilliant.
Well, no complaints from Li Yang, as Vasyl Lomachenko his third successive bout against very, very good opposition, and goes into the semi-final where he will meet Kilic from Turkey. And I think we can write finalist on this fellow's CV already.